Don't forget to smile. Absolutely love this film. The message is amazing and sad. Just well done. The whole thing from beginning to end with her at the beginning, that close up, and she's making that face and you're trying to figure out what's happening. And it's just so sad when you figure out she's trying to smile and remember how to smile. And I thought, great technically, sound design, but what I really loved is the coloring, the colors and the cinematography, the lighting and the wardrobe, just such great detail with the color and the tone. I thought it was just beautifully lit and the tone of it was perfect. It's interesting. They all have these chips regarding a virus, I believe, and it's like a controlled society, and sad is like the theme. And I feel like we're kind of headed there, so I really love this because we all have to remember how to find our smiles and what can make us happy, and before we lose the ability to smile mentally or physically. And yeah, just great job. You guys are going to do great with this. So I hope you get out to a lot of audiences. Okay, great work.
Don't forget to smile. I thought this was really interesting and really intriguing, and obviously there's a lot going on that they didn't necessarily like outright say, but they alluded to enough that you got a pretty good idea of what was happening with the protests and the information and the chanting, or the pieces of the newspaper that you were able to see did give you some context for kind of what was happening. But so interesting to have this kind of concept, this idea that not knowing how to smile or what joy is, that the society has drifted so far that kids don't know like what pineapples are, or what fruit or happiness and joy is really interesting, and that is their homework, that they're still trying to keep the concepts alive, even though seemingly some very, very terrible things have happened to lose, that identity in some kind of way. I thought it was really interesting to watch, and to have her at the end, in contrast to how she was at the very beginning, when it seemed like she was practicing her own smile, and then you kind of got the much more genuine, much more authentic smile at the very end. I thought was really, really beautiful, and a great way to kind of contrast where things started versus how to bring out that actual emotion.
I really like the irreverent style of "Don't Forget to Smile." I think the quote from 1984 effectively sets the tone at the beginning, along with the sterile environment of the school. What really stood out to me is the set design and the propaganda posters on the walls. Smiling is a natural reaction, but in this dystopian world, smiling is a challenging task. It's even taught in the schools. The poignant ending shows that even in a bleak world without much happiness, you can find something positive and hopeful that can make us smile, if even for a moment. So it's a really unique film that captures, I think, current disposition.
The fact that she works at Newgate Industries made me laugh, because I think everybody knows Bill Gates is going to be behind those insipid microchips. This film is so dystopian, but I can see it being also a reality of our future. It's so traumatic that they don't know how to smile, and you hear the protesters outside. It's something she's teaching, and she's trying to force her memories on the girls. It's just something they can't do. And to think of a world where we won't know how to smile, we're chipped up like computers. It's so dystopian, but it's so science fiction as well, because we know it could happen. It's horrific, and this film was just really well done. The acting was well done. I can't imagine how hard it is to force yourself to pretend that you don't know how to smile. It has to be something very hard to do when your mouth is just moving in that direction, and then you have to force it not to do it. The acting was great. The story was great. This is a wonderful film that could really be expanded to more in depth, to really delve into such a dystopian, horrific world.